So welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Nidhi Shastri and today's video is going to be about my experience in the M2M ferries that operates between Mumbai and Mandwa jetty. Firstly, this is not a sponsored video, and secondly, any opinion that I'm giving is just an honest opinion from my perspective, and this could change from person to person. To give you a little brief about the service, basically this is the M2M ferry services that operates between Mumbai and Mandwa. In Mumbai, the boarding point is the ferry wharf, Bhaucha Dhakka, and in Mandwa, it is the Mandwa jetty point.
So for reference, this is where you enter from.
The total duration it takes is about 1 hour. So you need to make the bookings a little prior, and you can do it online on their website. Booking has to be made as per the number of humans, as per the number of pets, if any, and the car and the model type. So there are different prices for each one depending on what category you choose or how big your car is. To give you a little breakup of our total expense that came up, there were 4 of us and we were accompanied by 3 dogs. So it took, I think they charged us about 380 rupees per head. Then they charged us about 310 rupees per pet, and the charge for the car, we had a Creta and we charged about rupees 1020 or 1050 for it. So this was the price breakup.
So the process is that you will need to show them your online booking and then collect the physical passes from the counter and then head towards the boarding point.
So now let's dive into the pros and cons according to me for the M2M ferry services. In the pros, the first pro is the experience. The whole experience of taking your car in the ferry is fairly new. Of course, we've done this in Dapoli and in Goa once, but it had not happened on this scale. These ferries are huge, and we counted up to 70 cars when we visited. So I think they can accommodate many more, and I'm not even including the scooties here. So this was large. The whole experience was really great. The number 2 pro is the view from the upper deck. I cannot tell you how beautiful the sea, the whole city, and the view of Mumbai looks from the upper deck. I suggest everyone to get out of their cars and go to the upper deck and just enjoy the view, click pictures, take videos, and just have fun and let the whole experience sink in.
So this was the amazing view that we got to witness from the upper deck, and this was during the monsoon season, so I do not even want to imagine how it would look like on a very bright day.
The third advantage is the fact that you can take your pets along. Again, for someone who's a pet parent like me, I constantly try to seek out everything that is pet friendly. So the fact that they allowed pets is a massive bonus.
The idea of a designated pet area on board is a really cool thing, and we just took our pets here to chill and relax.
The fourth advantage is how organized it all is. It's basically on first come first serve basis. You line up your cars and you enter in an organized manner.
So this is how you enter into the ferry. And as you can see, there are people appointed to navigate us to park the cars properly and in an organized manner. And we head out from the ferry from the front side. So again, the cars parked in the front will get out first.
The fifth advantage is that you're not driving for almost 1 hour. So if you just want to chill and relax and you are a bunch of people who want to just enjoy that time and not drive during that time, that really helps. And then once you reach Mandwa, you can drive to Alibag or wherever you are heading towards. The last advantage is that for people from South Mumbai, this is a very convenient option, because if you actually go to Alibag via road, you need about 1 to 1.5 hours to reach Navi Mumbai, and then you will need to proceed, and the total duration goes up to 3.5 hours. Whereas if you are traveling from the jetty, it will take about 1.5 hours for the whole jetty process, and then you can drive to Alibag. Total commuting time is about 2.5 to 3 hours, which is lesser than on road. So for people from South Mumbai, this is a very convenient option. So now coming to the cons, the first is the price point. So when you compare traveling by road completely or by traveling with the ferry and then taking the road, if you compare the price points, irrespective of the total number of people you're traveling with, even if it's 4 or even if it's 2, the price of the fuel, the price of the tolls actually remain the same. Even when it comes to pets, paying 310 rupees per pet actually made no use, because they were half the time in the car or they were in the pet dedicated areas. But I didn't find it worth paying 310 rupees per pet. When you're taking them in your car, even if there are 10 pets, it's going to be the same amount. So when I compared the price point between driving and between taking the ferry, the driving was about 3 times cheaper. So that is one major drawback that I felt. The second disadvantage I found was that even though they have a dedicated area for pets, the area is extremely small. So when we went, there were about 7 to 8 more dogs and everyone wanted to get in, but the place only could accommodate about 3 to 4 dogs, out of which if they were larger breeds, then it would get more congested.
So this is the designated pet seating area and it is literally this small.
The next disadvantage is that it's not the most convenient option time-wise for people who are not staying in South Mumbai. Now, I stay in Chembur, and even though this place is only 30 minutes from my house, when I actually break down the time, it took me about 30 minutes to reach this place. The whole checking and the collecting the passes took about 15 minutes. Then we had to wait 30 minutes until all the cars arrived and till the previous ferry, till the previous ride was emptied. So we waited for about 20 to 25 minutes for that. In collective, this was about 1 hour 10 minutes already. Then the ride was for 1 hour. And then we had to go to Alibag. It totally took us about 3.5 hours, which could have been avoided if we would have just taken the road. While coming back, it took us only 2.5 hours. So we saved time there. And for people who are staying in the western suburbs, this time is going to be longer, because by the time they reach the jetty point, it's already going to be a lot of time wasted. So these were some pros and cons as per our experience. And of course, this can differ from person to person. So I hope this helped if you're planning to take the M2M ferry services. And if you do, have lots of fun.